my hair like does not like my existence. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is me, ya boy, with the drip. And today, we're going to be talking about a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time now. Ever since the track in question that we are going to be discussing today has released in the end of last year. So, 2022 was a pretty good year when it comes to electronic music and the releases of it. Obviously, it's going to pale in comparison with this year because at the time of me recording this, Skrillex has already released Rumble and is about to release a collaboration with Pink Panthers and Trippie Redd. So, 2022 can kiss Skrillex's ass. But you cannot deny that 2022 was a really good year for electronic dance music, with some of the greatest EPs and LPs being released, singles to match, and a couple of compilations that I've already talked a lot about in this. And when I mean compilations, I obviously mean the aluminum, because yeah. However, there was one song that was kind of the talk of the town outside of EDM, and now is being asked, why does everyone hate it? And today, I'm going to give the justification as to why everyone hates this track, including ya boy. Today, topic that I'm English broken is I'm Good by David Guetta, Bebe Rexha, and Eiffel 65. Yes, I'm including them here. Not including them is a disservice. So before we talk about the track itself, we need to talk about why it's shocking that this track exists. David Guetta a few years ago was on top of the world. You had him releasing some of the greatest hits of the late 2000s, early 2010s, becoming one of the most streamed electronic artists in the world. And can we just talk about the fact that the motherfucker ended racism?
This record is in honor of George Floyd. Shout out to his family.
Like, just for that, he needs to be given a Nobel Peace Prize. You know what? Fuck it. Give him all the Nobel Peace Prizes. Strip every single Nobel Peace Prize that has ever been given all of their award winners and give them to this man. He fucking ended racism. David Guetta was and still is one of the biggest names in electronic dance music, releasing some of the biggest bangers that, are still remembered to this day fondly. Here in Sweden, I had parties that played David Guetta, old tracks from David Guetta, and I still vibe to them. So the impact he had is undeniable. However, his popularity has been decreasing in the past few years. And this is a result of other artists like Martin Garrix growing in popularity and becoming the staple name of EDM, house losing popularity in general when it comes to the genre everyone thinks EDM is, and overall, his lack of consistent releases. The same thing can technically be said about Bebe Rexha as well. A few years ago, she was also one of the biggest names in pop and electronic music. Ever since her collaboration with Martin Garrix, In the Name of Love, dropped, everyone knew her name and everyone was singing the lyrics. I was just mesmerized by the word despair in that because dang it fucking Rampa. However, she is no longer the name that she was, and multiple different reasons can be attested to that. The fact that her voice is no longer as impressive, some of the collaborations making people wonder why the fuck is she popular in the first place, and overall just her being seen as a bit of a bitch when it comes to not being remembered. I saw in the news apparently that in one of her last big concerts she was whining about the fact that her fans, supposedly, were not singing the lyrics of her track. So you can see why she is no longer the big name that she is when people don't even know the lyrics of her own songs. So why does this track exist, and why was this track released in 2022? Well, easy. Because this track is not from 2022. It is actually from 2017. Apparently David Guetta dropped it in EDC like in 2017 and people really liked it. So now that they're both in the gutter, why not release the collab now? And, bring back both of them into the realm of popularity. It had the adverse effect. Everyone hates them now. Whoop-de-fucking-do. As you can clearly hear and see and probably imagine, this track samples I'm Blue by Eiffel 65, one of the biggest early 2000s Euro dance tracks, and one of the biggest tracks when it comes to memes. To say that Eiffel 65 made an absolute banger with this song would be a fucking understatement, because my god, this track slaps hard. You can see why this track became big just by looking at other artists that sampled it. David Guetta is not the first, nor will he be the Bebe, nor will he be the last to sample this track. You have the slap house motherfuckers doing that shit. You have pop artists doing that shit. You have everything to show that this song has created a big impact in not only EDM, but music in general. So what is the best way to pay homage to one of the biggest tracks that still gets people like me, dumb Europeans, pumped the fuck up? You butcher it and make a very basic track. See, I'm Good is shit. It goes nowhere. It bases itself too much on the sample to be a big track. David Guetta does nothing with the sample, and it's sad because just a few years ago, last decade even, he wasn't one of the most creative people. You could see even on the beginning of his career, his sampling was really good. His first big hit, The World Is Mine, that also shares a name with the biggest Vocaloid song of all time, uses a sample really well. And unlike I'm Blue, doesn't base the track, it's all around the sample. It builds around it. I'm Good is the reason why rap people say EDM is the least creative genre of all time. And I take offense to that because I love sampling. Sampling is one of my favorite things to talk about and to do in my tracks. Some of my favorite artists from past and present sample a lot. The Prodigy, Chemical Brothers, Fatboy Slim, and even today you see really big artists sampling tracks and making bangers out of it. I want to present to you a song from The Prodigy that I believe to be an underrated song, and a song that I believe you guys should listen to. As you can hear, it clearly samples Thriller by Michael Jackson, but it doesn't really just let the sample play. You're not listening to this song because it samples Thriller. You're listening to this because even though it samples Thriller, it's still a unique track. You see the Prodigy using the sample well by building a track around it and just have the sample be a component of the track. You have the bass, you have the melody, you have the little synth that sounds like a squeaking bat from a mouse. You have everything from this track to have an enjoyable experience. Now compare it again to I'm Good. It's just I'm Blue 2017 edition. It does nothing. I've already insulted David Guetta enough. Let's insult the woman here. Bebe Rexha brings nothing to the table. Her lyrics are basic as hell. It truly does sound like it was the first thing that she wrote, like Todd in the Shadows said when he criticized this track.
I will spit out my drink if these are not literally the first lyrics she thought of.
The lyrics are just her trying to say, I'm in a party, I'm good, I don't need anything else to do. And in 2012, these lyrics would bang. LMFAO would definitely jump on a track with these lyrics. It would be one of the biggest party anthems of all time. But in 2022, it sounds more outdated than it already is. How the hell do you do that? Well, easy. You grab an EDM artist nobody's been caring for in 3 years, and a woman whose last great hit was a doo-doo-ass future-based song, and well, what do you have? Shit. With all of this, how the fuck did it become one of the biggest hits in 2022? Because it did what it wanted to do well. You just wanted to piggyback off of the melody of I'm Blue. It's a slap house song without the slap. It's just an uninspiring, bland, corporate attempt at making a party song at possibly the worst time to make it, because nobody wants to party this time. They just want to make it through the year. It's just a bland song that I don't know how I have made an, I think, 10-minute video out of this. I could literally just say that I made this video for the monetization, and I'm ineligible for monetization. That's how bad the track is. There's really nothing else to say. Nothing about this track is good. Bebe Rexha sucks. David Guetta sucks. The only good thing about this fucking track is the Reaper remix. So yeah, just wanted to make a quick video about this dog shit song. Probably going to be the only video that I will make while I'm here in Sweden again. I came back from my vacations in Portugal and I'm going to be here for a few days. I would finish the editing here, but the computer that I normally do the editing for here and the computer that I use for, you know, everything here ran out of its antivirus, and I know that using the YouTube to MP3, MP4, WAV converters that I normally do would make this computer be more invested in. So, you know, I'm not risking the health of my computer. It has already caused me pain. I'm not going to make it go. The fucking Jesus, my English sucks. I'm not going to make me want to kill myself. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And now I just need to wait one more month to, you know, have a topic to think about.